There was a song, it said, I know a place, ain't nobody hungry, ain't nobody worried. Well, YouTube has become a place, especially for avatars, faceless avatars, to have the most fantastic lives. Let's take a deep dive into this. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about the avatars and the mics. Now, I am an avatar and I have a mic, but what I've been noticing is a lot of avatars have the most fantastic lives you can ever think of. You know, if there's a man, you know, they're a six-figure earner and basically they're in their office, you know, probably telling the peons out there in the world how to become rich, how to have everything. And if it's a woman, oh my god, she's always married to a 6'5" man who happens to be a doctor, an engineer, you know, mogul. And you know, she is svelte and she's always light skinned, but she always takes up for dark skinned women. She's always saying, you know, oh, my skin, it's so pale, but I love dark skinned women so much. I tan sometimes. Or she is frail and slim and but she loves BBW women. It's all a game. It's all a pandering game, and I've noticed it. And what's key to it is do their listeners actually believe this, or do they just want to believe this? And does it even matter? I don't think it actually matters. I think what's being sold is a joke, because the fact of the matter is the person behind the mic could be rich, could be beautiful, could be tall, could be well off, but how does that affect you, the person who's listening? How does that impact your life? And that's the important part that I think a lot of people are seeing now, that the important thing is that you should be doing well in your own life. You should be worried about your own job. You should be worried about your own budget, your own means of making things. These folks on YouTube, many of them are broke and ugly and lonely, and they're trying to use YouTube to create this fantasy world for themselves. But it doesn't matter. The problem is that if you join them in this fantasy world, then you will end up broke. And it's important that we all start to strive for what we really want to do in life. And I speak to a lot of men because as a man, my hope is a lot of men will figure out that they need to level up. They need to improve their earning power. And a big way to do that is learning a skill, becoming a welder, learning to be an electrician, a plumber. That's the type of things that will get you forward and building yourself, because the rest of it is all fantasy. And when you look at these superstars and they enjoy themselves, they at the Met Gala walking in these beautiful dresses or lovely tuxedos, that has nothing to do with us. That's a fantasy life that they're lucky to get. They're the one in the maybe the one in the 10 or 20 million who happen to get that life. For the rest of us, we have to work hard to get what we want, and that's important. And for us, a lot of men, the world is now there for us, especially black men. This is the best time for all of us to actually advance ourselves and do well, but not focus on these people who are selling you fantasy, because this fantasy doesn't help you. I actually think a lot of people who try to create these fantasies themselves are dealing with serious issues like depression and mental health issues. I think that the key is tune them out. I mean, listen to them for entertainment. A lot of them are entertaining, but tune them out when it comes to you advancing yourselves, because every content creator will tell you, if the message is to improve yourselves, they get low views. If the message is trauma or drama, then it gets a lots of views. And if it's a fantasy with trauma and drama, it gets a whole ton of views. I look at my own analytics and I can see that. But I understand that this YouTube is for entertainment. But one of the things I hope people take away from it is self-improvement. You have to do the hard work. The homework is there. You have to do it to improve yourself. Focusing on agenda war or people having arguments online, it's just a waste of time. But if you have extra time and you want to be entertained, get your popcorn and enjoy it. But don't join in the nonsense, because it doesn't profit you. Thanks, guys.